What if I told you that one man from eastern Nigeria quietly built some of Nigeria's most powerful brands in oil, aviation, hospitality, real estate, and manufacturing, without noise, without social media hype, without political controversy? His name is Dr. Ernest Azudialu Obiejesi, popularly known as Obi Jackson, the chairman of Nestoil Group, Nigeria's largest indigenous oil service company, and also the owner of the Acropolis Tropicana Style Resort in Okija. This is not just a business story. This is the story of discipline, vision, patience, and how one Igbo man built brands that now power Nigeria's economy. Welcome to 1010 Media. In Nigeria's business space, the loudest names often dominate the headlines. Billionaires who flash wealth, industrialists who dominate political conversations, and entrepreneurs whose lifestyle trend effortlessly online. But in the shadows of the noise exists a man whose company powers Nigeria's energy infrastructure, whose investment reshape hospitality and tourism, and whose business philosophy reflects discipline, patience, and long-term vision. His name is Dr. Ernest Azudialu Obiejesi, known widely as Obi Jackson. He is the founder and chairman of Nestoil Group, Nigeria's largest indigenous oil services company. He is the force behind Obi Jackson Group, a conglomerate spanning oil and gas, aviation, hospitality, real estate, manufacturing, agriculture, and power infrastructure. Yet, despite controlling businesses worth billions of dollars and employing thousands of Nigerians across multiple sectors, Obi Jackson remains one of the most understated figures in Nigeria's corporate history. No flamboyance, no loud controversies, no political noise, just results. This documentary explores how one Igbo man from Okija, Anambra State, quietly built some of Nigeria's most iconic brands, and in doing so, became one of the most influential business figures in modern Africa. Dr. Ernest Azudialu Obiejesi was born into a disciplined Igbo household in Okija, a historic town in Anambra State, southeastern Nigeria, a region globally known for commerce, resilience, and entrepreneurial excellence. In Igbo culture, business is not merely survival, it is identity. From trading in markets to cross-border commerce, entrepreneurship is woven into everyday life. Obi Jackson's upbringing did not begin with wealth or corporate privilege. He grew up in a modest condition where values like hard work, humility, perseverance, and accountability were non-negotiable. He attended local schools before gaining admission into higher institutions where he studied accounting and business-related disciplines. Unlike many entrepreneurs who begin in trading or informal businesses, Obi Jackson entered Nigeria's most complex and capital-intensive industry, oil and gas, a sector dominated at the time by multinational giants and foreign contractors. It was a bold and almost impossible dream for a young Nigerian businessman in the late 1980s and the 1990s, but that impossible dream would soon evolve into one of Nigeria's most successful indigenous energy companies. In 1991, Obi Jackson founded Nestoil Limited, originally as a small engineering procurement and construction company focused on the oil and gas sector. At the time, Nigeria's oil industry was almost entirely controlled by foreign multinationals: Shell, Chevron, ExxonMobil, Total, while indigenous firms were relegated to minor subcontracting roles. Infrastructure projects were complex, capital-intensive, politically risky, and technologically demanding for most Nigerian entrepreneurs. Oil and gas was simply too big to touch. But Obi Jackson believed something different. He believed Nigerians could bring and build, operate energy infrastructure at world-class standards if given the opportunity, discipline, and vision. So instead of chasing contracts blindly, Nestoil focused on competence, technical excellence, engineering capacity, and long-term credibility. It took years of rejection, failed bids, slow growth, and financial pressure, but then came the breakthrough. Nestoil began winning major pipeline constructions and maintenance contracts for oil majors and government agencies across Nigeria's Niger Delta region. Over time, it grew into Nigeria's leading indigenous engineering, procurement, construction, and commissioning (EPCC) company, a trusted partner of NNPC, Shell, Chevron, Total, ExxonMobil, and Agip, one of the most technically advanced indigenous pipeline engineering firms in Africa. Today, Nestoil Group operates across upstream and midstream oil and gas services, including pipeline constructions, facility engineering, asset integrity management, oilfield services, energy infrastructure development. What started as a small engineering company became a multi-billion-dollar energy powerhouse, built entirely by Nigerian expertise, and Obi Jackson was only getting started. Rather than remaining solely in oil services, Obi Jackson understood something most businessmen ignore. True wealth is not money, it is structure. He began building a diversified conglomerate, one that could survive oil price crashes, political changes, and global economic shocks. This led to the creation of the Obi Jackson Group, housing multiple strategic subsidiaries across sectors: oil and energy, Nestoil Limited, Energy Works Technology, Nestoil Services. Nestoil Aviation provided helicopter services to offshore oil installations and logistic operators across Nigerian oil fields. Obi Jackson Hotels, Obi Jackson Gardens, luxury resorts, business hotels, and eco-tourism properties across Nigeria. Also, residential estates, commercial property development, and industrial real estate, with agro-processing ventures, manufacturing operations supporting industrial supply chains. This diversification strategy was not random. Each sector served either Nigeria's industrial infrastructure, logistics ecosystem, tourism, economy, and human capital development. Obi Jackson was not building companies, he was building systems. Perhaps the most visible expression of Obi Jackson's legacy outside oil and gas is Obi Jackson Hotel and Resort, particularly the iconic luxury property in Okija, Anambra State. Located deep in southeastern Nigeria, far from Lagos and Abuja's commercial hubs, this hotel complex stunned Nigerians when it was unveiled, not just because of its architectural beauty, but because of its symbolism. For decades, luxury tourism in Nigeria was almost exclusively concentrated in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. The Southeast was rarely considered as hospitality investment destination, but Obi Jackson thought differently. He believed tourism could decentralize and that Igboland could host world-class hospitality infrastructure. So he built a luxury hotel with presidential suites, international standard conference halls, landscaped gardens, and leisure parks, recreational facilities rivaling global resorts, a hospitality ecosystem that attracted celebrities, diplomats, politicians, and international visitors. Suddenly, Okija, a town few Nigerians could previously locate on the map, became a destination. This was not merely hospitality, it was regional rebranding. It was proof that world-class infrastructure could thrive outside Nigeria's traditional economic centers, and it changed the narrative of southeastern Nigeria's tourism potential. Another critical, yet often overlooked part of Obi Jackson's empire is Nestoil Aviation, one of Nigeria's leading providers of helicopter charter services to offshore oil installations. Operating helicopters in Nigeria's oil and gas terrain is not just about flying. It requires advanced safety certifications, regulatory compliance, technical maintenance infrastructure, trained pilots and aviation engineers, international aviation standards. Yet, Nestoil Aviation Industry successfully built one of Nigeria's strongest indigenous aviation logistics fleet, transporting oil workers, engineers, and technical personnel across offshore rigs and energy installations daily. This made Obi Jackson Group one of the few Nigerian conglomerates that integrated control across energy, logistics, and infrastructure delivery. In essence, he didn't just serve Nigeria's oil industry, he helped operate it. What makes Obi Jackson different from many Nigerian billionaires is not just the scale of his empire, but the discipline of its architecture. He does not chase trends, he does not chase political power, he does not chase media attention. Instead, his philosophy rests on 5 core pillars. While many entrepreneurs chase quick profit cycles, Obi Jackson built businesses meant to last decades, even generations. His companies prioritize systems, safety standards, compliance, technical competence, and process efficiency, especially in regulated industries like oil and aviation. Nestoil Group is renowned for training Nigerian engineers, technicians, and managers, replacing foreign contractors with indigenous expertise. Rather than concentrating all investments in Lagos and Abuja, Obi Jackson deliberately invests in southeastern Nigeria, Okija, Anambra, and Enugu with surrounding environments. Unlike flamboyant billionaires who dominate social media and politics, Obi Jackson remains largely invisible, letting institutions, not personality, define his success. His approach has earned him deep respect within Nigeria's corporate and international business circles, even if the public rarely hears his name. Beyond business, Obi Jackson has deeply involved in community development, particularly in education, youth empowerment, healthcare access, and infrastructure development in Southeast Nigeria. His investments have created thousands of direct jobs, tens of thousands of indirect supply chain opportunities, training programs for Nigerian engineers and technicians, educational scholarships, community development projects in Okija and beyond. But unlike celebrities, philanthropies, Obi Jackson's charity work is quiet, embedded within institutional development rather than publicity campaigns. His greatest philanthropic contributions, arguably, is capacity transfer, training Nigerians to build, operate, and manage complex industrial systems once dominated by foreign companies. For Igboland, historically known for commerce, and entrepreneurship, but underrepresented in heavy industry. Obi Jackson's success holds deep symbolic power. He proves that an Igbo entrepreneur can dominate energy infrastructure, indigenous firms can replace foreign contractors, world-class hospitality can thrive in eastern Nigeria, regional development is possible outside federal capital cities. Quiet discipline can outperform loud visibility. His investment in Anambra State alone has repositioned the region as a hospitality destination, a logistics hub, an industrial investment corridor, a skilled workforce development center. And in doing so, he joins the lineage of Igbo industrial pioneers like Louis Odumegwu Ojukwu, Cletus Ibeto, Cosmos Maduka, Innocent Chukwuma, and Chief Otto Eze. But unlike many, Obi Jackson built his empire primarily in energy infrastructure, Nigeria's most technically complex sector. The Obi Jackson life offers 5 powerful lessons for Africa's next generation of entrepreneurs. He entered oil and gas, Nigeria's toughest industry, when few Nigerians dared. He focused on companies, systems, and people, not fame. He rejected shortcuts and speculative ventures, choosing sustainable growth. Rather than fleeing Nigeria's challenges, he invested deeply in local capacity. In an age of hype, Obi Jackson's success reminds us that silence can build empires. Nigeria's greatest challenge is not population, it is production. It is not talent, it is structure. It is not ambition, it is execution. Obi Jackson represents the kind of industrial leadership Nigeria desperately needs. Disciplined, institutional, technically competent, long-term oriented, and nationally rooted. In an economy that imports too much and builds too little, his companies construct pipeline energy infrastructure, logistics system, aviation operations, hospitality hubs, and industrial platforms, all critical to national development. He is not merely wealthy, he is structurally valuable. Today, Dr. Ernest Azudialu Obiejesi stands among Nigeria's most powerful industrialists, not by popularity, but by impact. His companies move energy, they move people, they move infrastructure, they move economies. Yet, he remains largely invisible to mainstream public, a rare phenomenon in modern Nigeria's celebratory deep in business culture. And perhaps that is his greatest lesson, that greatness does not need noise, that impact does not require applause, that legacy is not built through visibility, but through structure. If Nigeria had 10 more Obi Jackson, our industrial economy would not be where it is today. It would be unstoppable. If this story inspired you, share it. Subscribe to 1010 Media for powerful African success stories, business documentaries, and untold histories shaping our future. Because Africa's greatness is not coming, it is already here, quietly building.
Nestoil was incorporated in 1991. Over the years, Nestoil has evolved into one of Nigeria's largest indigenous engineering procurement, construction, and commissioning companies in the oil and gas sector. With about 3,000 employees, Nestoil continues to redefine industry standards in pipeline construction, repairs and maintenance with associated facilities for fabrication, dredging, engineering design, operation and maintenance engineering, civil engineering, river crossing and shoreline protection. Over 95% of its employees are Nigerians, effectively making Nestoil the face of local content in the oil and gas industry. Interestingly, Nestoil emerged from a trading business at a time when the oil and gas industry was almost the exclusive preserve of international service companies. Dr. Ernest Azudialu Obiejesi is the founder and group managing director of Nestoil.
The journey started all the way from Idomabo, where we had the trading business, and that was where we set up Nestoil first of all, and then we had just one room office for Nestoil. So by the time we started understanding that oil and gas business gradually, we now moved from Idomabo to Festival Road. It took 5 years of presentation, spending money, talking to the oil and gas industry to convince them, or to convince the IOCs that a Nigerian company can afford to do this business.
As confidence grew in the industry, Nestoil began to take on complex pipeline jobs in very difficult terrain.
Nestoil is the king of the swamps. We've been involved in some of the toughest projects in the Niger Delta area, ranging from the NCTL pipeline for Shell to the K2S project from Kolo Creek to Soku, and now the OB3 gas pipeline for the Nigerian government.
Part of the Nestoil scope in the construction of the OB3 pipeline is to cross the 48-inch diameter pipeline under the bed of the River Niger over a 2-kilometer span. This has never been done anywhere in Africa. Energy Works Technology EWT is a Nestoil company focused primarily on fabrication.
We're unique to the extent of our capabilities, our rolling capacity, which is about 130 mm. We're unique to the extent of our cutting capacity, which with using flame, we can do up to 300 meters. And of course, we're unique to the extent of our post-weld heat treatment capability, which has capacity to take in 100 tons of pressure vessels and other materials.
Another Nestoil company is B&Q Dredging, providing all facets of dredging and marine logistics services to respective clients across the country. Only recently, B&Q took delivery of one of the biggest dredges to berth on the shores of Nigeria, Pirate X, a 1,396-ton dredger with offshore dredging and trenching capacity. This dredger is being deployed to the second Niger Bridge for one of its clients, Julius Berger, Nigeria PLC.
The second Niger Bridge is not just the bridge alone. There's an 11-kilometer highway that also abuts the bridge. And what we're doing there is not just dredging sand for the ramp of the bridge, we're also dredging onto the road alignment.
Hammercup Consortium is another Nestoil company. Hammercup is your one-stop shop for civil construction, heavy structural works, and maintenance services. Hammercup has installed its own asphalt plant located in its base in Okija, Anambra State, and has the capacity of turning out approximately 1,000 tons of top-grade asphalt products per day. One of the reasons why Nestoil continues to deliver on projects that require precision in engineering design as well as operation and maintenance works is Impact Engineering Operation and Maintenance. Another Nestoil company.
Impact is all about understanding the problem, finding the optimal solution, and assisting the end user in achieving that goal. That's what Impact does.
We try to operate to the highest quality standards. So today Nestoil has the ISO 9001:2015 certification, which speaks to the quality of service that we provide to our customers.
Nestoil's operational base in Abuloma Port Harcourt sits on 59 hectares of land, and it is the operational base for virtually all its subsidiaries and sister companies. Dr. Ernest Azudialu Obiejesi attributes Nestoil's resilience despite daunting challenges to the core values that are entrenched in the organization.
They must have 5 core values that are very, very important to the organization. Innovation, leadership, teamwork attitude, integrity, excellence. These are some of the things that we look at.
And when you look at the people too, Nestoil has excellent people.